Well, you just heard Cassandra say fire crews battling the huge wildfire burning near Gallup today should have an easier time today as winds are expected to die down.
Yeah, so far the fire has burned more than 13,000 acres, and get this, it is just 5% contained. Plus, it's already destroyed 5 structures. It is still threatening about 50 homes. The fire has also destroyed 20 square miles of pinon, juniper, and grazing land on the Navajo Nation north of Gallup. So far, thank goodness, no one's been hurt. Yesterday, firefighters took advantage of calmer winds and were finally able to get their planes and helicopters up and use their construction equipment to help get that fire under control. We'll keep check on this for you through the day. It has been 3 years since a devastating earthquake and tsunami hit Japan and crippled the Fukushima nuclear power plant. Workers there are still trying to figure out how to clean up the mess, and now folks here in New Mexico might be able to help. Researchers at Los Alamos National Lab have developed technology they think will help create 3D images of the insides of 3 failed nuclear reactors. Right now, no one really knows what it's like in there after the tsunami caused the meltdown. It's too dangerous for people to climb inside, and conventional X-rays and cameras won't work either.
Using this technique will give them a big head start in their planning for the cleanup, and may save as much as a decade off of the time it takes to clean up the reactor.
Chris Morris and Lanel there are working with Toshiba and the Tokyo Electric Power Company, which runs the reactors. They hope to have the detectors ready to inspect the first reactor in about a year.
Police in Albuquerque need your help with finding an elderly woman who has been missing for a few months now. 88-year-old Dorothy Senich first disappeared back in February. She was spotted in Colorado in May, but disappeared again. Dorothy is 5'2" and has gray hair and blue eyes. If you have seen her or know her whereabouts, please call police.
What's happening right now at 5:32? A man from Ohio is behind bars here in Albuquerque after getting arrested accused of having child porn. His name is Gary Seaman. Here he is right now. He's 68 years old. He was arrested yesterday after detectives found a number of child porn images and a couple of child porn DVDs in the guy's car. Investigators say they were found after a repo company discovered them while taking the car at the Town Suite in northeast Albuquerque. The repo company told police of the images when they found them.
If they went through the vehicle and did an inventory before they sent it to whatever company that was being repoed for, we would have never known about this, and when another person would have got away, would have been walking the street still, and we wouldn't have known.
Albuquerque police say they talked with Seaman at his motel where he was arrested, and they say he admitted to having those items and that he knew they were illegal. Police say Seaman was planning on moving to Albuquerque and looking for a place to live. He is now charged with sexual exploitation of a child and is in jail on a $5,000 bond. Liz.
The mayor of Roswell says he's getting death threats for the way he handled a recent dog attack in the southeastern New Mexico City. Last week, 3 dogs escaped from a rescue and attacked a 9-year-old boy. As a result, Mayor Dennis Kintai stopped all rescues from adopting dogs at the city shelter. He later reversed that decision, but during that temporary ban, animal control officers said they had to euthanize some dogs. The mayor tells News 13 ever since he's been bombarded with calls threatening his life. When the mayor lifted the ban this week, he did set a new policy requiring rescue centers to agree to inspections as well as to have proof that they are indeed a nonprofit.
Well, we now know when Governor Susana Martinez's former campaign manager is supposed to be sentenced on Monday. Remember, Jamie Estrada pled guilty to stealing Governor Martinez's email and lying about it to the FBI. He is set to face a judge September 15th. Prosecutors say Estrada admits to stealing the email from Ms. Martinez's 2010 election website domain after he'd been fired. Well, a number of fires have been getting set in Clovis. Now, investigators are determined to find out who is behind them. Firefighters responded to 4 fires between Sunday and Monday. This is the fire at York Tire. It's on West 7th Street there. Big fire. Look at those flames shooting into the air and smoke billowing. The other fires were at a home, at a business, and inside a dumpster. Then a car was set on fire and destroyed as well. In January, there was another set of arson fires in Clovis targeting homes and businesses. The battalion chief there says investigators never caught whoever did that. 5:35. This is the story everybody's checking out at KRQE.com. Are you packing a lunch for work today? You may want to consider keeping the chips out after you hear this story, and put down your cereal too.
Yeah, a woman in Albuquerque claims that she found a dead rodent in her Lay's potato chips bag. Maria Sanchez here says she was cooking dinner Tuesday when her 3-year-old son opened a bag of chips. She says that the chips smelled odd, and that is when she looked closely in the bag.
At first I saw the tail. Something black, and then, you know, I opened it a little bit more, and then I even saw it more. And then that's when I told my brother, my husband, you know, like there's a rat or something in the chips.
Sanchez says the bag was sealed when she bought it last weekend at the grocery store. Frito-Lay is looking into her claim. Sanchez tells us she has contacted a lawyer. The New Mexico Tourism Department is using a new ad as a way to promote the state.
But this morning it's getting some mixed reviews, particularly from some folks on social media.
We like our hunts hard
and our cowboys real,
our food hot,
trout large,
and our cars low to the ground.
That's New Mexico true.
All right, on Facebook, some are saying the commercial makes us look bad, but others like the idea. Others we talk with, including Robert Hill, who is from the East Coast, like what they see and think people from out of state will like it too.
For me, I think it's just, they would think, well, that's part of the fun of some of the culture. You know, some of the younger guys, and actually some of the older guys get into it, but I think they'll think it's cool.
The ad is part of the New Mexico True campaign that uses real people from here to promote the state and tourism. Well, for some, the name has been a burning memory of New Mexico's dark past. Now Taos may be able to change all that and rename Kit Carson Park. The town council has approved changing the name of the park to Red Willow Park after some people asked for it. The name change has its share of critics too, but some say it's a form of healing. Kit Carson was involved in marching 8,000 Navajo families for 300 miles in what would later be called the Long Walk. There was some concern the town would lose the park if it changed the name, but it turns out that is not the case.
The U.S. Patent Office is pulling the federal trademark from the Washington Redskins. Yesterday, officials ruled that the nickname is, quote, disparaging of Native Americans. Last month, 50 senators, including New Mexico's Martin Heinrich and Tom Udall, sent a letter to the NFL commissioner asking the NFL to force the Redskins to change its mascot. In a statement, Heinrich says that this is a step toward changing the team's name. The Redskins can still appeal to keep their trademark. If they lose, anyone could use the name and logo to sell merchandise. Well, here is your last chance to help feed the hungry and take the family out to dinner at the same time. All week long, Chili's Bar and Grill has been donating portions of its sales to Roadrunner Food Bank. If you want to participate, all you have to do is dine at any participating restaurants. That would be today. For a complete list of the participating Chili's, just log on to our website, krqe.com.
Chili's does not serve potato chips, just so you know.